morning, Flosstube. Welcome back to the second installment of the ShadyTreez Stitcher Retreat. I'm Lisa, as you know, and I would like to introduce you to Susie.
Hello.
And Louise.
Hi.
These are two other people who are on the treat, and I've conned them into coming. Yeah,
Some of us very reluctantly.
Some of us didn't want to come on the video, but here we are because Susie and I are dragging Louise along because she has the most gorgeous and exquisite things to show you, and I could not let this Flosstube happen without it. So since we're here at the inaugural ShadyTreez Stitchers Retreat, we thought we would actually show you some of the work of the ShadyTreez Stitchers. So we're going to start with, let's start with Susie.
All right.
So what would you like to show us that's just your own work that you are doing? Some finishes maybe perhaps to start with?
At the moment, I'm stuck on birds. So a lot of them are birds. That's the Country Threads Kingfisher, which I actually like doing. It was quite pleasant actually.
Yeah, and
this is a little baby owl, and it is from, what's that one of the English one that you were looking at? What are they called?
The Fido ones.
Yeah, the Fido Stitch. It's a little baby owl.
Look at how cute
very
he
cute.
is. He is gorgeous.
Lovely, isn't it?
I think I gave you that one, didn't I, Louise? The chart.
Yes, you did.
For that?
I think you need to give it to me when you finish. I do love the fact that you can share.
I was eating apricot when you
all
started
right.
the video, so.
It's fine. I'm sure the viewers want to know that. See, just real world. I'm saying it's just Flosstube's the real world.
Yep.
I love that owl. He is so cute.
He is very cute.
Beautiful.
I've also, that's the sparrow. This sparrow is also,
oh,
it's not a sparrow, it's a wren, a Jenny wren. It's also the Fido Stitch one, because I've done a blue wren, and she is very cute. So I thought I have to do her, even though she's not quite as colourful. She's still very cute.
They're beautiful.
And can I just point out that a lot of these Susie's done in the last year or two, because she's only a recent stitcher. She's only started cross-stitching. How long ago do you reckon?
4 years. I started in January 2015.
I'm a very proud teacher. This is one of my star pupils.
I am.
So I love the fact, and we used to get together when I lived in Tamworth pretty much every week, didn't we, for a while?
Yeah.
Till my work got in the way and life got too
Blue
busy.
wren.
Isn't that gorgeous? And
And this is
I love this.
Cushman
I love this.
Creations owl.
this one.
love
And
the
look
fabric,
look at
the
the fabric that Susie's got from this one. Hopefully
Wow,
it's
look
not
at
see-through.
those, and that's like true to life.
I'm pretty sure it's sewed all that fabric. I looked at there to try and find the name of it, but I think it was something like Midnight Forest or something, but I couldn't find it on their website.
That's lovely. That was
Gorgeous.
a great choice of fabric, Susie. That's
Really good, and I
lovely.
particularly I like the way she's chosen to put that bit of purple at the top of the owl. It looks like the moonlight.
That was supposed to have a moon, but I didn't
So
do
what
it.
what was the name of that fabric again?
I think it was Midnight Forest, but it's not on their website. I couldn't see it. But
gorgeous.
It is beautiful.
Now
I can go back and probably
I
find
don't know
out
if
what
you
it's
guys
called.
noticed, but Susie is a proud
Ada, all the way. Ada.
She only stitches on Ada.
I do. 14 count Ada.
Oh, good. Good on her. I like this one better. This one's a bit soft, but she's a bit crazy. She likes the hard stuff.
I don't mind it.
She
I
likes
think
it
makes
firm and
nice
hard.
tense. Might
So
gives you good tension.
I must admit, her point though with firm and hard is she does get really nice stitches, and she doesn't have to railroad or do any of those
it does
techniques.
good
Look at the
tension.
details on that. I'm just putting it really close so you can see some detail.
That might be one with bad details.
Well, I think they're all good. She does
This is my-
amazing
this is
things.
This is my only venture
now,
into 16 count.
Hold on. Before you get there. So Susie usually does 14 count Ada. She does birds or green. But she decided to do a big pattern, and she actually got a pattern charted from a photo of her cat.
That died. My baby kitty that died.
And look at the size. I'm going to have to
It
hold
took
this one
me
back.
forever to do it, and it was 16
How's
count.
that going in the picture? I can't see.
Yeah, that's good. No, that's good. And it took me forever because it was just all browns, and it nearly sent me insane. But I was determined to finish it. Determined.
You did, and it's lovely.
It's absolutely...
Don't look at you.
No.
Don't show Louise the back. No, shut your eyes for a minute, please. Because I don't care about the back.
I'm looking at the back. It's
The
okay.
front is absolutely gorgeous. So that is a huge project. How long did that take you to do, Sue?
Oh, well, I only finished it last year, and I was determined to do it because I put it away lots of times, and then
All right. So that's some finishes from Susie. And it's weird because she's Susie on Facebook, but I know her as Sue. But,
well, my mother always used to call me Susie, and when she died, no one called me Susie, and then I thought it was too babyish. I said to Robert, it's too babyish to be called Susie now, and then he said, no, it's not.
No.
be called whatever you like. So,
So she's Susie on Facebook. Okay, so let's go to some of the ones, not that one yet, start with those ones that Louise has done. I love her work. She has an experienced stitcher.
She didn't say she loved my work.
I'm not experienced.
She didn't mention loving my work.
I said I love how neat her work is, but she's forgotten to hear that bit.
To me, it's not experience. I just love cross stitch.
Yeah.
I love everything about it. Every time I see something someone does, I love it.
So this is just, I told these guys to just bring some of their recent finishes. These are Louise's recent finishes from the last year. So we have a cute little bird.
That was from a magazine, that one.
Oh, look at those colours. I love that.
I did that because Brianna wanted me to, but it was a nice little stitch. You know when you want something just to relax for a day or something?
Yeah, it's beautiful. So I'm just going to hold these up and Louise is going to tell you whatever she feels like about them.
Okay.
Louise stitches on all types of fabrics.
This one is the linen. That was 36 count. And
What design
I did
is
that.
Louise?
That was, I did that for my daughter. I think it's called Mother and Child, but I can't remember.
Look at the, oh, that's so cute. It's a jewellery box. And then you can see, I was thinking, is that an old-fashioned
But that
camera?
was a fun stitch. And it comes, some of the older ones, older designs, I don't know, I find that,
It's
I
beautiful.
find that really fun to do.
Absolutely gorgeous. So there's that one. And then we look like we're heading, I want to come back to those ones in a minute.
Okay.
Let's go to this one.
Okay, that's the,
We have one of the ones, the juniper designs.
I do like juniper designs actually. They're
With-
very cute little ones.
Well, I think Louise is thinking we might start doing these as a sale soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should.
Because I have
I agree. I can
9 or 12 of them. So,
I've got one.
there's-
I've got
there
one, and I don't know
lots,
which one I've
lots
got.
and lots and lots
and
of
I've noticed you've done the same as me. I think you've done the 2 threads as well to make it, because I've always stitched 2 over 2. That's just the way I was taught to stitch. And this is a, what did we decide, an 18 count?
count,
18 count Ada. And I stitched my first one like that, and I started my second one, and then I read the instructions, and it went stitch 1 over 2, and I went, oh, 1 thread. I've been doing 2. And I went,
No,
I just like 2.
It'd
So
be too big. So
Where?
with this one, I ran out of threads. It was a kit, and so I picked it all,
Yeah.
and then all the bottom stitches. So the bottom leg, I did in one colour, and then on the top of it, I did all the colours that were in the kit.
And that's why we had the question last video with Jenny about, well, which one is tweeting? Is tweeting when you have 2 mixed strands going together for both crosses, or like Louise has done here, where you got 1 strand one way and 1 colour the other way?
I've never even heard of tweeting.
So one of them's tweeting and one of them's something else. So
I don't know. The other ones are just a made up my thing. Let's do it.
no, I think it's a real thing.
Is it?
It's a real thing. I just can't remember the name.
I'm desperate. I need to finish this.
I think it's so effective, and it looks so good having that lighter front. Anyway, what I'm saying is, I love the thicker coverage that the 2 threads does.
Yeah.
So I think we should continue to do 2 threads on them, because that's the way we're doing them.
Yeah.
Because they're Australian patterns and we're Australian, so we can do what we want.
We are Australian.
We are Australian.
What about this Cosmo House? That's a Queenslander. And
Okay.
I know a couple of stitches have done this one. But
Oh,
I
this.
love this. Was so much fun.
All right, how's that looking? Because I can't see.
Yeah, that's good. That's
That
good.
was
Tell us
so
about this one, Lois.
much fun. So this is just using 1 colour, and you do use 1 strand, 2 strands, or 3 strands. Not, you know, just
Yeah.
1 single thread. And then it's a combination of half stitch and full stitches. So you'd have maybe a half stitch with 2 strands, or half stitch with 1 strand, and you get that.
It is very effective, isn't it?
I'm just giving you different angles
There
of
must
the
be a little bit
crosses.
of white in it. I'll see some white on you.
I think the hardest thing on it is because the fabric I just use Ada that I had at home, but just this section here where it was really hard to get the colour to go with the background in the flowers, and it still came over. I liked it.
Oh,
I like
It was a
too.
fun
Gorgeous.
stitch. I
Yeah,
liked
so
it.
she's
Makes
just
me-
done the
makes me
white
wanna
over
do
the
it.
top, because
Yeah.
it's got the fence works. It's like satin
Is that
stitches.
a 14 count? It looks a 14 count.
Yeah, it just looks like a
Yeah.
14 count Ada.
Yeah, I could do that.
Because I tried it I was going to try it at 18 count, because you didn't me with 18 count, but I just didn't know how it was going to be. Effect that one in it, and I did that one with Barry, so it's not really good.
Okay,
I love this one. I'm
moving
going to
along.
do this one.
Yeah,
next.
and
One
I
of
love these too. This is one of the country threads one.
Beautiful.
Oh,
I was going to do it, and after I saw Louise do it, I thought I'm really keen to do that, but she said the bottom was so full of
Yeah, I was
confetti,
going
it
to
wasn't
say
fun.
that bottom
So-
bit was like, oh my god. It was, excuse me.
What I like about
My
these...
goodness.
Look at the back of hers. She doesn't obviously like me track across half.
Doesn't matter, we're not showing the backs.
That's good.
I really love the Australian yarn of these.
Yes.
I love Australian patterns. I think we need more Australian designers doing Australian
I
patterns.
love this
Because-
bottom part. I think it's
Oh, it's
beautiful.
gorgeous.
It is.
Look at that.
Every
Confetti
time
bit.
where there's a lot
Am I
of work,
getting
you
it?
get a good result, I think. Work next.
Exquisite. Your stitches are so close together and neat. Very, very, very lovely.
Thank you. There's
What
always
do we got
room
next?
for
Oh, this one, yes. See,
Oh, this I
we
did
had
for
we
my
had a
husband.
preview yesterday. I said we should be saving all these up. Look
Where's your
at that.
boat? Where's your boats
We'll
that
get
you've
there.
got half
We'll
the
get
other
there.
whip, Louise?
Hmm?
Where's your boats?
Oh, the boat.
Oh, she's got them. Okay,
She's
good.
got them down there.
These are for my husband because my husband's really interested in my stitching.
We'll
so
get
I
to
do
that one in a
things for
minute.
him.
Here we go. So this one's for him. He likes the birds.
And the fishing.
And it says private fishing. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
fishing. Aren't they gorgeous? Look at those colours. Those birds, absolutely stunning. I've never been a bird stitcher. I'm not. We'll get to that one in a minute. I'm not a bird stitcher.
I
Yeah.
just
Alright.
like birds. So
Here's a little something.
That's a cute one too.
Gorgeous. And I'm going to guess this was one of your manias from last year. Would I be right?
Yeah, most of these are my manias from
Yeah.
last year.
And how many of your manias from last year do you still have to do?
3.
And how many did you start with?
You had 18 or something.
18.
Yay!
18, yeah.
2018, 18 starts.
I
Look
like
at
this one too. It's a cute one too.
Oh, so cute. Look at that. And again, small count, 18 count Ada, I think. Gorgeous. Absolutely
And that's
gorgeous.
fiddler's cloth.
Oh, fiddler's cough. There you
Yeah.
go. I'd never heard of fiddler's cough.
Yeah, we're doing
for
our
Flosstube.
what's her name's on Fiddler's Cloth.
Okay,
Our
now
houses.
also this one. That way.
I love that because you
I had to look.
look to see which
I had
way
to
it
look
was
to see which way was the right way round. Why
Yes,
did I
sorry.
have to look, Louise? What's special about this one?
because of my back on them. Sorry, that's pride. The
Yeah,
back.
the back is
looks
really
as-
good.
Yeah.
I can show them the back if you want.
Yeah.
All right. Hold
No,
on. No.
no.
Okay. But why?
Because it's not perfect.
The other reason why this
Sorry.
I had to look is you stitched this on what count?
It was a dimensions kit that should have been stitched on, I think, 14 count, and I did on 18 count. And I was hoping it was going to work because you're going to have your 6 strands and 3 strands and 4 strands. And I persevered, and it came out, and I love it.
One
You did
over
101, yeah. Though.
1/1 on 18.
No, I did 6/1,
6
3
over
over
1.
1, 5
Oh.
over 1.
She's done a mixture.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I can see
There
it.
you go.
Yeah.
Makes it really
And there's
textured.
French knots. She's got a whole bunch of different textures. So she's done, like, if you look at the greenery in those leaves, they're like 6/1. Trying to squeeze that many threads into that space. Wow, what an effort. Well done.
I love that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So her other finishes, are these all the same?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yes.
this...
We'll get
this-
to that one.
this-
We'll get to that one in a minute.
Yep.
These are Olga Gostin's
Gostin.
Gostin?
That's
Gostin?
Boston.
Um, houses. And they are so stunning. Look at all those French knots on that one.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Absolutely stunning. Stunning.
So I've got how
Stunning.
many were there? There were about 20, I think 24 or something. And I've
Makes
done
me
them all.
wanna
I'm
do
on
the
my
houses
last
now.
one. I'm on my last one. So, and these were all my mania starts too from last year. So
They're gorgeous. I'm going to need to do some of these
Mine
ones.
too, they look beautiful.
So
thank you.
that's just
Oh,
the
that was-
recent finishes.
Yeah.
I'm feeling very inadequate. Me with
Then
my
we have our recent
It's only
stitches that we
a
did
few
together.
hours.
Oh, we'll
at
get to
night.
them, yes. So that's their individual recent finishes for the last year.
Oh yeah, and they're whips. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, also though, we have some finishes that they've been doing together because these two lovely ladies met on Facebook a while ago.
We did. We
And
did.
they haven't met in person until this stitchery.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday was the first time they met in person. And I met
And I still
Louise.
can't believe it.
And
Well done.
Louise has come all the way from the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, which was about
How many hour drive?
8.5.
8.5 hours.
drive.
just to come
Yeah.
to our retreat so she can meet Susie
Yeah.
Angie.
and me. But Susie.
I've met a Flosstuber.
so
Whoa.
excited.
Yeah, we'll have to get her autograph before we go.
My autograph.
I've been watching Flosstube ever since it started, so it's exciting.
Flosstube, it's very
Yeah,
exciting.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry you weren't the winner of the giveaway.
Oh.
oh, wasn't I?
No.
Was I the winner of the giveaway? I'm not sure what we had to do to enroll.
You didn't enter, so
Oh,
you're not the
okay.
winner. But
Have you
that's
got
okay.
that many subscribers, or am I just that unlucky?
there was enough people who entered in the giveaway that the random generator didn't pick your number.
Oh,
So sorry about that.
That's okay.
I would have had cheap postage if she'd won. I
Yeah,
could have
that
just
would have
given
been
it to her
easy.
today. But that's all right. It's on its way to the lady who I'm guessing is in America. I don't actually know where she lives. So these two lovely ladies have been doing stitch-alongs together for a few years.
Can I
So-
just
Only probably the last 12 months.
So are your giveaways going to be international, you know, overseas as well? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're lovely.
It's-
That's lovely.
It's pretty much the same to post it overseas as it is to Australia because Australian postage is ludicrous.
Yeah.
So it
yes.
actually, you know,
It is.
it's going to cost me $13 to post it in Australia and $17 to post it overseas.
Yeah.
So in some ways I get better value for money going overseas.
Yeah, that's cool.
No, my
Oh,
giveaways
that's
will be.
great.
I don't know how often I'll do them. Maybe once a month or something. Just depends on if I have anything to celebrate. But
Yeah.
thanks to the lovely Louise, as I said in my last video, she brought a whole bunch of Stitchy kindness for us. Susie's got a whole stash too, but she didn't want to drag it out because she had all these things to show.
it would
But
take too
it was so good, and I think we set a precedent now that we're all going to have to bring
Yeah.
Stitchy kindness to share at our retreats. It's a great way to do it.
Yeah, no, that's
Because
good.
we all have stuff we finish with or we're not going to stitch. I mean, if you think about it, you put it a really good way, Louise. You have got a certain number of years left in your life and a certain number of hours in the day amongst your busy life to stitch.
And I've got like 10 haids, so...
10 haids.
And if they take me 5 years, 6 years...
I agree,
6,
I've
12,
got
24,
one, and that's a bit
36, you
daunting.
know...
36 years to finish her aids.
I just, you know, you just get a headache thinking
But I
about it.
reckon-
I love my stash. I love stitching. I love it. But then when I sit there and look at them, because with my stitchy room, I can look at all my stuff.
Yeah.
I get overwhelmed. When am I going to finish these things? What am I going to do? And then I see something on Flosstube and go, oh, I love that and I love that. And then I think, oh no, I'll just...
So she's a kind, generous person. She brought her stash, and as I said, I'm going to insert the Stitchy store stash photo here again, so you can see what it looked like, beautifally laid out.
Oh, have you,
Are you
like,
gonna
take a
do-
picture of
I
it
took a
all?
photo.
Are you going to do a Pam Steph thing that you're going to
Yeah.
put in here?
Yeah, we'll put it in here.
Yeah.
So we're
Oh, I don't know
influenced
how
by.
you do that.
Oh, you'll find out.
Oh, does that mean I
Yeah,
gotta watch this?
Yes, you've got to watch it.
Okay.
You're in it. You got to watch
Okay,
yourself.
okay.
I'm working on influencing these lovely ladies, and can I just say I have successfully succeeded in influencing this lovely lady.
Oh dear.
To what?
She joined the School of Magical Stitches and
okay.
Literature.
Oh yes, I
She's-
know.
and she's
what have I
hoping
got
to
myself
join me.
into?
No, you're
really?
doing it anyway. You're gonna love it.
Okay.
And she's hoping to join me in Hufflepuff. Go Hufflepuff!
Yes.
So
do
hopefully she'll get there, and then I'm going to work on this one. But you know,
Okay.
we'll get there. She, another monogamous stitcher. But can I say she's done all these stitching basically monogamously? Like that's just amazing. So they have some
Yeah,
things they've done
amazing.
together as sales. So I want to go through.
And I've left a couple of mine at home because I forgot about them.
But
So
we'll just have a look through.
don't
So
have them all.
the first one is actually Louisa's recent one, and it's not.
I haven't got mine. I couldn't find it. I forgot
No,
about it actually.
she forgot
Yeah,
about it.
excuse them.
I
No,
forgot
no,
about it.
nothing's ironed, nothing's washed. We're all good. Look at this. Look at that gorgeous, probably upside down, but
And that was we bought that one off Etsy, didn't we?
Yeah, that was your idea because I had been looking for. It was Susie didn't know that I had been looking for
Yeah,
peacock
I
feathers
just said I want to do a
or a
peacock feather.
peacock, and then she showed me that, and I thought that's it. That's the one we have to do.
so they've done this together. So
It was enjoyable stitch, that one.
Yeah, it was. I loved that.
so that's Louisa's one, and then do you have this one?
We've both done
Alright.
the
Travel hour.
yes, what are they? Who did that? I did mine 14 count.
Now, well, look at the difference in that.
yeah.
White willow stitching.
That's
one,
just the
isn't it?
difference in the size of fabric. So we've got
14 count.
14 count Ada for Susie, and what's your one, Louise?
Mine's 18 count.
18
fiddler's
count,
cloth.
18 count fiddler's calf. What a difference the size
Mine is ginormous.
makes. The actual size of the fabric, I think, is almost identical, but it's just more space around Louisa's one.
Yeah,
So it's really fascinating. I've never really known much about how the size difference affects things.
but there really is, isn't there?
Oh, they're gorgeous. And can I just say, they won't let me show you, but these backs are superb.
Oh well,
Both-
it's easy to do that
Both
one
of
neatly.
these backs are superb. I'm
It's easy. Well, that's the first time my back's ever been superb, but
Really,
it's easy
really-
because there's not many colours in that.
really impressed with that.
No.
And then
Well, we
we've
both
got
did.
this one.
Yeah, we both did the.
Yeah, get yours folded up a little bit.
It's too big otherwise.
Then I can hold them up. I mean, I feel like I'm channeling my Gary from Sunshine Stitches. I'm in the
Okay.
middle of the three today.
So with this, Susie, you must have changed the fabric.
Oh, I probably did because I don't know what it was on. It was supposed to be
Because
18
it was a
count,
kit, wasn't
16
it?
Count, yeah.
Yeah.
I just happened to have that
And
blue fabric.
so
It was 14 counts. So I thought
Yours
I'd do it
is
on that.
bigger again.
So Susie's 14 count. I'm looking at yours. I'm wondering if yours is
Mine's 18
18
count.
18
count.
okay.
18 count. So for anyone who's interested, there's the difference between 18 count Ada and 14 count Ada. Gorgeous work. What a beautiful thing. And I love the fact that you can do these stitch alongs together and have fun stitching things. And both of them are super speedy.
Well, sometimes I'm dragging them along. But,
Oh, well, sometimes you are and sometimes
then
you're
I've
not.
got- Yeah.
And we,
Alright.
do yours 14 count there?
No, we've got
No,
to
I
see
use the same count. Oh no, did you change yours again?
I don't know,
know.
but I'd only do 14.
I don't know if I
so-
can hold these both up. So here's
show yours.
Louise's. Gorgeous. These are the rainbow lorikeets. I
Country
think-
threads. They're
Country threads. Rainbow lorikeets, and they're the birds that I was talking about last video with Jenny that were chirping in the background. So
They are
this-
beautiful.
Oh, gorgeous. So that one is Louise's one, and here's Susie's one.
They are. That's lovely.
Aren't they
You've done a
beautiful?
great job, Susie.
Have
I'm
I got your
telling
whole
you.
It's
picture?
so nice to do
I need
something that's
X-ray
bright and
vision.
colourful and fun to stitch.
Gorgeous, and I just love that they're doing it together.
And I love Susie's only been, she's been stitching 4 years, but
hold up so they can see.
she doesn't railroad anything, and her stitches are so
I'm not
lovely.
even sure
and-
what railroading
Look,
is. What is
Look
railroading?
how good
Yeah.
those stitches are.
Yeah, she's
Railroading
so beautifully stitched, Susie.
Can I just say, I think it's just the fantastic teacher
is. It must,
she
yeah,
had.
it must be that.
All
must
the
be.
fantastic teacher. I did abandon her last year and
Yeah,
moved down
she
here.
left.
I left her. But she's come all the way down, and it's how many hours for you to get here, Sue?
About 4
About 4 hours to get down to the ShadyTreez Stitching Retreat. But we're going to try and do it a bit more often. Got a couple of other ladies on the crew, and we're going to try and do that. Now we have one more
Yeah,
that they've
I've
done
done
together.
that one too, but
And
I
I must say,
didn't
out of
bring it. I thought it was too old. I thought, oh no, that's not a recent finish.
shock horror to maybe some, but the ladies were lovely to let my husband come along.
Oh yes, we've had
It's
Barry
been a
with
lot
us.
of trouble, I must say, but we suffered through it.
He's lovely, and yes, he came along because he needed to
He
help drive.
He drove Louise all that way. I think he drove the
Yeah.
whole way.
He did.
This is the first one you did together, I think.
Yeah,
It is. It is.
And we're the only two that have stitched this
Yeah.
anywhere in the world, because this was a new design and she wanted us to try it, so we did that. And we should have just got our phones and showed the Aussie trio. The Aussie trio.
We'll just do
Well,
the ring.
maybe
there's always next time. Next
Yeah,
time.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you never know what's going to happen with the format of the ShadyTreez Stitcher videos. As I said, they're mostly me, but I don't want to be just me. I'm boring, I think, by myself.
She is quite boring, I find.
Yeah.
That's why she hangs out with me every week before I left her. Okay, so I think that brings us through to our whips. Now, we have got a very exciting whip. All
this one.
three of us have embarked on a sale. At the start of the year, before I do that, can I just say, the frog. Louise just gave me the frog.
And that's why I had so much trouble yesterday,
There it is.
because I didn't have my frog. I thought, you stay over there or go to Siberia. Don't come near me.
She gave me the frog. She gave me the frog the other night, but she's given it to me now for the video, so the frog is here.
Yes.
Yeah, just leave
Alright.
it here when we go.
I started, as you know, this year just restarting my stitching, and I thought, what'll I do? I'll do one of those monthly stitch alongs, nice and quick and easy. I should be able to achieve that one little goal each month. So I started the fairy tale one. And then Susie said to me, I'd love to do a stitch along with you.
Yes.
We should do one together. She likes birds, she likes green.
yeah.
I don't dislike birds. I don't dislike green.
Yeah, there just wasn't a thing.
There just wasn't a thing that matched. But I found this one. All right, are we ready to hold them up?
Yep.
And then Louise jumped on board too, and we have got the Painted Orphans. 3 different ones in 3 different sizes.
Yep.
And Louise is behind. That's shocking.
I am behind.
Hang your
It
head in
is shocking.
shame, Louise.
Shame, shame. But look, can I zoom in on
shame.
yours and mine for a second on this month's
Yep.
one? Can you get it over? Enough? Look, we don't talk about our colours
No, not till we've done it. And they're
till
quite
we've done
similar.
it. Look at that. All right, bring yours back in to the fold. No, you're not over with yet.
Yes.
Don't
Just
think
get
you're
your-
getting out of it that easily, Louise.
Oh, I know.
Look at the colours. So for the first house was this one here. Louise did purple.
I did maroon.
I did yellow, and Susie did. Hold it
Maroon.
up
I
close.
did
Can you get it
maroon
close?
for the first one,
Gotta
yes,
get
maroon.
closer.
They're all
Make a
lovely.
move
They
on
are absolutely.
I did
Oh,
maroon for
they
my
look
first one.
Lovely.
Then
She
I
did
did
green,
green.
and I did a pinky red, and you did a pinky red too. And Louise has an interesting story with her colour choices. Who picks your colours mostly?
My grandchildren.
Her grandchildren say, I want you to do that one pink. So this third one, her granddaughter said, I want you to do that colour.
And it was hard. It's hard because you just got to try
And
to
I
make it
did
look okay.
caramel with white trim for that one.
And then, as I said, Susie and I have done the next one, and we didn't talk,
No,
but we
didn't
just
talk.
picked blues, and is that where I'm going?
Just so happens that we both picked blue.
Now,
So-
also, Louise has done it in the called for colours, the border.
No, I haven't.
Oh, well, close to the called for.
No. They look good, but they're not.
Well, they look the same as the called for colours.
They're
It's
close.
brown.
No, what I mean is, when you actually, I'm going to explain myself. So,
You got to hold it up so they can see it while you're explaining.
when you're looking at the computer print, they look like those colours, which I didn't know because I didn't look at the computer print. But when you get the colours out,
Ah,
then
nothing like that.
nothing like
unless
that.
They're still brown.
They're still brown, but they're not. They're totally different.
I didn't know. I did my green.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because, you know, this one likes green.
I do like green.
There's her green border.
I did a green
Beautiful
border.
greens. And I'm not a green person, and I didn't want to do brown. So I picked sort of these muted bluey greys.
Which look very nice. Very nice.
And why I did these colours, is why I thought I
Yeah.
didn't, they're the same as what they suggested, is because my daughter's a photographer, and lately she's been doing those colours in a photography, and also with,
Look how tiny your little squares are.
yeah, and so because if they're going to pick the colours, I wanted that part. So they're the colours my grandchildren usually wear, those tones and light shades of green that go into that. But the green didn't work, so I did that.
And it's really fascinating that we've all got different. So you've got your 14 count Ada from Sue.
This is Fiddler's Cloth that Louise
Oh,
actually
Fiddler's Cloth.
gifted me as a stitchy
Yes.
kindness ages ago, and I said I'm going to do mine on the Fiddler's Cloth.
Wow. So what's the difference between Fiddler's Cloth and Ada?
Well, it is Ada, but it's also called Fiddler's Cloth. I don't know. It is Ada,
It looks like an Ada.
so I don't have any idea.
And yours is a small, so I'm going to go it's an 18 count.
count Fiddler's Cloth,
Which
yeah.
means mine must be a 32 count even weave, because mine is in the middle size wise.
And you're doing 2 over 2.
And I'm doing 2 over 2. So that is our exciting stitch along. The 3 of us are doing all year together, and we are really enjoying it.
we are.
And
It's
for
fun.
anyone, as I said, I've had quite a few comments of people who want to join in. You're not too late.
No,
You could catch Louise easily. She's
it
only
only
done
takes
3.
a day and a bit to do
Yeah,
each one of
I've
these.
got a-
So the borders, and can I say in their defence, they've done their whole borders.
we have.
I haven't done my whole borders, but partially because I'm smart, and I'm sure it'll come up for more homework somewhere.
And I'm trying to finish the houses
Yeah,
and that.
so-
And my finishes from last year from the Mania before May starts again.
It's not a problem. Anyway,
Yeah.
so anyone who is interested in joining us in the Painted Orphan Sale, if we actually get a few more people interested, I might even start a group for it just so we can show our progress on this, because I love the different
It
colours.
is fun. It's fun. I'm really enjoying it.
Jump onto the Ships Manor website, and again, I don't do paid ads or anything, so anything I say is just purely my opinion, but jump on the Ships Manor website, go to the Painted Orphan Sale, buy yourself the pattern. It's only $10 or something like that, which
14, I think. 14.
but that was
Sorry.
14 to us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it's $10 I think for them normal people in America.
Oh, American, yeah,
okay.
maybe,
All right,
maybe.
so it's not a lot of money. You
No,
get the
it's
pattern
not.
each month in your email box, and basically it's about using up your old threads. So
Yeah.
I'm going to be using some of those beautiful ones you gifted me for one of these other ones.
I am too. I'm going to use a variegated one when there's a
Yeah.
house that looks like it
Looks
should
like
be
it needs variegated.
Yes.
This one could have been variegated. All right, so that brings us to
or
these
even
lovely
some variegated
ladies'
shrubs.
whips. So let's start with Susie's
Well, I
whips.
only have my Ships Manor Sal and this other one, which is the Blackwork Hummingbird from.
Oh, that's so
What's
beautiful.
the designer name? Is it Elisa? Ailsa?
I don't know, Susie.
We've forgotten that one, but she does some blackwork, and I'm sure anyone that's been
yeah.
teaching for a while would have seen
Yeah,
the
I've seen
Blackwork
a couple.
Hummingbird. I've seen
Yeah.
it
It's
lots
going
of
to
times.
be great to see the blackwork when it comes onto it, because
Oh, look at those
mixture
long
of-
stitches. Yeah, I don't care
No,
about the back.
the back looks okay. Really good, Susie.
It
Nothing
looks
wrong
great.
with that.
I could accidentally hold it up the wrong way.
Oh,
and can
don't
I
do
just
that.
say, note the pattern of the Graham Guard and the Needle Minder. They're
Yeah.
all green.
And my cardigan.
Everything's green. She loves green.
That's the way it is.
That's fine. That's Susie. She's
Lovely
green.
colour.
So that's her whip in progress.
Yep.
When I said bring your whips, she panicked because she didn't have
Well,
any.
I did actually have the Ships Manor Sal, but I didn't have any stitching to do on it.
So
I
what have
wasn't
you got in
gonna-
there? Is that some more
No,
starts
that's
or something?
that's only a couple of charts that I bought to discuss with Louise.
Oh, okay.
What's the Ships Manor Cell that
This
you're
one.
doing?
This one.
Yeah, no, but you said Joni brought...
She only
Oh.
had that. This one.
That was all I had. That was the
so
only whip
that's
I
right,
had.
so you've got 2 whips going.
Yeah, I've got 2 now.
Okay.
I wasn't
Yeah,
canned
that's
it
good.
because I'd already done this, and I thought,
But it
well,
is still a whip. You know,
It's
guess
a
it
whip
is.
because...
it's a finish and a whip because each month is a finish. We get to count a finish.
Oh, okay.
So let's look at your whips, Louise. She's only got a couple that she brought.
Well, I haven't done this for a while, but I want to finish this
I
for
like
my
that one.
husband. This
Okay.
is trawlers because my husband loves fishing.
It's another Country Threads, isn't it?
Just country.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Australian
The colours are beautiful. The sea
and
is
that
beautiful.
one's done on the 14 count, and I love 8. I can say that, but from 18 count to 14, I feel
it
like
18
I'm
or is
taking
it?
gigantic steps. It's just I'm finding it very difficult.
Whereas I love 14 count. 14 count is my
I just
go-to.
because I'm not
If
used
anyone
to it.
has 14 count Ada they don't want, the lovely Susie,
I'll
will
have
take,
it,
I'll
she'll
have
take
it.
random apps
Yeah.
of Stitchy Kindness of 14 count Ada. She's cleaned out all my kits because I like other fabrics. And I'm not demeaning 14 count Ada by any means. I think it's a really good thing to use when you like using it.
I do. That's what I love.
And,
So
and as a teacher, it is what I started her on because I
true.
think it's the easiest thing to start on because the holes are big, the spaces are big, you can see where you're going, especially when you're getting a little bit on in years above 20 and your eyesight fails.
Yeah,
Because
it's just-
Susie's all 35.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's
well.
just, my stitching idea is just do whatever is fun. If
And
it's not fun, if it's hard work,
No.
I get that.
So I'm not, don't take me wrong, some people get offended when people bag Ada. I'm not bagging Ada. I love Ada too.
No, she
I just
doesn't really like it.
I just prefer an even weave. That's just me. But I don't like 14 count stiff.
And I like
cruddy
it stiff
Ada.
because it gives you really good tension. You can put it on your Q-snap and it's stiff as a drum and it gives you good tension. I like that.
She loves it.
And
Win-win.
though I can get any kind of material, and I thought, oh gee, this feels nice. Oh, this is lovely. But then I'm thinking, oh well, I have to just stitch from my stash. So if it's have to be 14 count or 18 count, that's what I've
And
got.
I think that's a really good technique because stitching's an expensive hobby.
It is an
And
expensive
sometimes we forget that, you know what, it comes with a perfectly good piece of fabric. Why waste money? The fabric's the most expensive
Yeah.
part often unless you go to specialty threads.
No, it's true.
You may as well use it. I love the fact that that's your frugality. It's like, this kit
Yeah.
came with Ada, I'm just going to use it.
Yeah.
Something I've got a pattern, I'll use a special
And then I
fabric.
have enjoyment. So then when I go get a chart, then I go, ooh, I can pick that and I like that. I'm going
I
to use
really
even
like
weave.
that.
I'm going to use linen, but if it's there, and this is my last house. I'm starting to get a bit sad
It
now.
is beautiful. We'll find some other houses for you to do. Don't you worry about that.
Well, we'll do that
Haven't you
ourselves.
got you've got the those California?
Oh, yeah, I've got
San
the-
Francisco. Or whatever
I've
they
got
are.
the Debbie Patrick, but
I've got
I'm
one
only
of
going
those
to do 2
charts.
of those, and then my tastes have changed now. Got other things I want to do. I've got loads
See,
of
I
birds.
love all those houses.
Calico, Whimsy. She does lovely birds, and she takes photography.
Calico Whimsy.
Birds, yeah. She's
never heard of that.
She's a floss tuber, and I've been watching her for what 3 or 4 years or something. And she takes photographs of birds, and she's the one that got me into the birdie thing. Oh, I love that bird, and I love that
Is
bird.
she?
And
Does she sell her designs?
no, she's not a designer. She just takes photographs of birds.
And then makes them into charts.
No.
Oh,
no.
I thought you meant
someone has. You know, the willow.
White
no,
willow
no.
stitching. No.
Yeah. Well.
Oh no.
They have
I
done
don't
one
know.
of her photographers'
Oh, they're
photos
taking
into
her
a bird.
photos. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she takes photos and inspires you with birds.
Yeah,
Okay.
but she does a lot of cross stitch and she does birds and she, you know.
Cool. Can
like
I
it.
also point out that this one I love Louisa's stitching because she does the parking with all the needle minders at the bottom, and she just goes so fast. I was watching Louise stitch at the previous house during the embroidery.com stitch along in February, where we had to do half an hour each day, and seriously I just loved seeing how fast she progressed. She only stitches for a little while each night after her kids go to bed, and she gets through it so speedily. So she's been taking the role of teacher this weekend and teaching Jenny how to do parking, and I might have to have a lesson not this weekend but another weekend because
She did teach me how to do it, and I can do it, but of course I'm too lazy.
yeah.
When I'm tired, I can't concentrate on it when it looks too complicated.
So there you go. So thank you very much for jumping in the video, ladies. It's not that scary to jump on Flosstube.
Now, can I ask you a question?
You can ask me a
A
question.
lot of floss tubers ask their husbands questions like, do you know what a whip is? Or what is a cell? And see what answers they come up with.
Mine might know what a whip is, but
Okay.
I've probably told him 50
So
times.
have you asked your husband these questions?
And he knows it because he sits with me while I
Yep,
stitch.
yep.
He'll know what a cell is or a whip.
He knows exactly. She
so
was
I have to test them
stitching.
then.
She was stitching a present for him in their little stitchy room, which I'm sure one day we'll get to show you because we'll do a video hookup. And she thought she was keeping a secret.
Yeah, because and it was a,
It wasn't a very good
chart.
secret
No, it
in
wasn't.
the end.
No, it was a chart that says, I'd rather be fishing I'd rather be fishing. And so as I'm stitching, he's reading the words as I'm stitching it, so he's going hard. And I didn't know this, and then so when I went to show him, and before I showed him, said I'd rather be stitching, and he knew what he was saying.
He knew what he was doing.
I'd say.
Yeah.
My husband, I haven't asked him, he would not know. I presented him with my Easter egg sampler finish the other day, and I said, "Happy Easter, darling." And he looked and said, "Why would I do that?" And,
wrap it around your neck and
I
strangle
said,
you with
well,
it.
what about, that's beautiful, darling. Because, you know, it's a really nice cross stitch with, I have very
And I
neat
spent
stitches.
a lot of hours doing it.
A lot of hours doing it, and it has a whole bunch of specialty stitches that I've reconnected with. And it's almost Easter, and it'll be nice for us to have on display in our house. And what do you reckon, what would your husband say if you asked him about a whip or Sal?
Well, he knows what a whip is because we've talked about this. Because I was saying I have to take my whips, and he said, "What's a whip?" So I know I've told him. I know I've told him I had to take my whips with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sal, he might work it out because I've talked about stitch-alongs. Because Louise and I have been doing stitch-alongs for 12 months, longer, because we did the Aussie Trio.
Oh, the Aussie Trio took us a whole year.
Yeah, it took us from the beginning of August to end of April or May to take us.
This is pride. What does pride come into stitching? We're the only two that finished that out of all those people.
Well, there you go. So I reckon that's not a bad idea. Why don't we ask the YouTube videos?
Yeah.
What would your husband say, or partner, or significant other, if you said, "What's a whip or a sow?"
Or what does it mean if I have to frog?
Or if I have to frog?
They probably think it's something
Oh,
obscene.
yeah, that was a new one today, wasn't it? Because he said, "Oh, what's a frog?" This
So-
morning, just this morning.
Let us know, what would your
Yes.
husband's significant other, partner, you know, wife, whoever, sorry, I'm being sexist and also sexualist, I guess, but your significant other,
Instead of her usual aces.
And do they sit with you?
Aderist.
Aderist.
She's aderist.
I'm not
and she
aderist.
can
Do
say
they
she's
sit
not.
with you when it's stitched? Because that's what I love.
Do
My
they
husband-
stitch with
yeah.
you, or do you do it yourself?
Yeah, 'cause-
we'd love to know the answers to that. It'd be great. And I have one last question before we go, ladies.
Yep.
What has been your highlight of coming to the ShadyTreez Stitcher Retreat? You can hear the rain's just starting, unfortunately.
Just sprinkling. It must
What's
be 11
what's
o'clock.
been your biggest highlight, Louise?
Meeting my stitchy friends.
Yes, me too. Me too.
Meeting my stitch
Me
friends
too.
because you
We've had
think
a lovely time
floss tubers or Facebook people, are they your friends? I mean, you talk to them every day, but are they your friends?
Mostly not. Mostly
and
not.
yeah, and
Mostly
so
not
to
really.
meet real people and seeing their characters, because
It was classic when Louise saw Susie for the first time. She had a different picture in her mind.
I don't know why. I look the
I don't know.
same
I
to
don't know
me.
about visually, but just character-wise.
Yeah.
Because when you're just on Facebook or you're typing messages, you don't get to see someone's personality.
No.
You get to see a bit more of mine from YouTube, so you see what I'm like from the videos.
Though being with her for 24 hours, so the same person. Now, I connect the wording and everything you said and the caring comments and I must say, Susie, out of all the floss tubers, I'm always because I'm always watching Flosstube. So the Facebook people, that Susie's the only one that. Every morning nearly, "Oh, hi Louise, how are you? How are you going?" Always caring.
And I think
always making you
feel good.
loved.
And I think that's the thing. You connect. So having met in person, I mean, I was lucky. I already knew Jen, I already knew Susie. Louise I'd met on Facebook.
Yeah.
But getting to connect in person, now you become friends because you've actually
That's
met.
right. That's right.
And all the people out in Flosstube land, there are connections you make who are friends on Flosstube. And you are friends, but you're sort of more an acquaintance friend.
Yep.
But when you actually meet in person,
Yeah.
and it's a goal of mine to maybe make a trip over sometime, but it's not going to happen
I was
for
going
many
to
years.
ask this. So I've met a floss tuber.
She's so excited. I'm only a flooby.
That's true.
I'm not
But
a season one.
Who would you love to meet? I mean, there's so many great floss tubers out there.
I reckon I'm going to have to hold off on that one
Are you?
to answer another day because I'm still just finding my way around.
There's
I
some
think
great-
she'll have to wait
they're
to see
all-
who makes
they're
the
all
nicest
great.
comment about her floss tube.
No, it's not.
I'm
not
kidding. I'm
not bad at
kidding.
all.
I'm kidding.
They're
No.
all great. I love them all. I love the characters.
I
and-
find I love a lot more than I don't like. And a couple of people I take a few goes to get to know, and then I love them. And other people I like straight off. So yeah, I have far too many to name. Do you have an absolute favourite?
No, but I'm just thinking of the sunshine stitches. You know why?
They're great.
because I'm going like this, and then what's the name? Gary says stop that, and then I'm going like
Even
this.
EJ, we're channeling an Australian EJ over here.
I'm going like this, and then I'm going like this.
And I have to admit, I guess, yeah, you're sort of more like a Sheila. She's quiet and refined on
I'm
the
not
side.
quiet.
No, but she's being quiet today.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm a
I have
Gary
nothing
though.
to say about Flosstube. I don't know.
I don't
You
think
know,
I'm a
out
Gary.
of all the stitches, I've seen a few male cross stitches.
thunder.
Thunder.
But there's something about Gary that I really like. It's just, you know how he's the way he smiles and goes like this.
And this is why I wanted to do floss tubes with other
Yeah,
people,
right.
because I love the interaction.
Yeah.
And you get to just have a conversation and be yourself. When it's just me talking to the
Yeah.
camera, it's not quite as exciting.
Yeah.
But and I want to do these more often. But we're gonna have to go because that storm's going to hit.
And I must say, he is a beautiful stitcher. Absolutely stunning.
Susie's going, who are you talking about? I haven't watched it yet. But we'll get her onto it. It's all
Yep,
good.
we will.
Anyway, thank you for joining us, Flosstube. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. We do appreciate it. If you have any questions for either of these lovely ladies, just pop them in the comments and I'll get them to them because they won't be manning the site, but I will. And I will look forward to joining you next week for a regular Flosstube update. Bye.
Bye.